It fixed my snoring, number one. I also had asthma. I never needed my inhaler anymore. The better filtered air, the hairs on the inside of your nose filter the air going into your lungs. That just solved my asthma. It's just so good for overall health. The air going into your lungs being sent to every cell in the body. Every cell in the body needs oxygen. Nasal breathing just going to be one of the main routes into overall health, especially like growing up as a kid. Tape your mouth shut going to bed. You'll find that if you mouth tape enough times and like force the air through your nose enough times, physical changes will happen in the airways, and then like during day-to-day life you can nasal breathe all the time.
All right, Niall, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, Keelan. First ever podcast, buzzing to do it.
Happy days, man. Did you always kind of feel you were maybe meant for more, or did like the kind of traditional lifestyle not really appeal to you? Because that's what we're led to believe in school.
I don't know, not that it didn't appeal to me, just that I was kind of not being risky enough and not taking risks enough with the wrong thing. I feel like you need to just keep taking risk after risk after risk after risk, instead of playing it safe. Well, that's what, like, not that playing it safe is the wrong thing either. Like, like obviously that's very successful in ways, but I feel like if you want to kind of make big time, I suppose, you have to just keep taking risks and not care. You have to keep trying, failing different things. And I feel like I've tried and failed enough times now. Well, I say that, but hopefully not. I feel like I've tried lots of different things with the content and just lots of different routes to go down, that I think this is the one now finally. Also, I'm not that much in the public eye anymore, so I think that's also a good thing to kind of suits me as well, because I can work hard without being in the public eye.
Okay, that makes sense. So you mentioned risk. Risk was a big one, a big thread that I can pull away from that. Did you always have like an appetite for risk, or is this like a muscle you develop over time?
Yeah, no, I did always have an appetite for risk. I just love the thrill you get from it. Or like if you take a risk and then it succeeds, you just feel amazing. Or even like before the risk, you're just feeling so like dangerous or something. It just lights that fire inside you that you need to do as a human, I suppose. You need to kind of walk outside and venture into new lands. If you stay in the same lands, you're not getting the high or the low. You're just kind of staying where you are. Whereas if you kind of go into foreign land, you're getting that thrill of, oh, it might not happen, or it might not work out. And that's what makes the thrill when it does work out all the better. Like,
you mentioned foreign land. I think when I'm listening to you, it sounds like comfort zone.
Yeah, same thing. Comfort zone.
Another phrase.
There's no growth in the comfort zone.
Yeah, comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Tell me more about the initial idea for Naze. First of all, what is Naze? What is your brand, your business?
Yeah, so I didn't really explain that.
Yeah, go for that.
So Naze is a play on the words nasal, of course.
Yeah.
And then the ZZZ for sleeping. So we're all about sleep, relaxation, kind of wellness vibe. Like the blue color, I'm sure you've seen it. It's kind of like a wellness, relaxation vibe, unisex color as well. So we're all about kind of helping, like, everyone needs to sleep. So helping people sleep through breathing through their nose instead of their mouth. So I could talk about this for the whole fucking podcast, but so when we're breathing through our mouth, it's like a faster rate of breathing. We're in that kind of fight or flight mode more, where it's shallow breathing, like and we're kind of gasping for air a bit. Well, not really, but sometimes we are, with snoring and sleep apnea, the severe case. Whereas when we're breathing through our nose, it's slow, relaxed, all the way into the stomach, and the heart rate goes down, and we get out of the fight or flight and into the rest and digest stage. So we get more deep sleep and more REM sleep. So I kind of was I was raving on about. I'm sure you've tried mouth taping before, have you? You're kind of in that.
Yeah, in that rabbit hole.
Alex Hormozy, Chris Williamson space. But basically, I've been mouth taping for about 4 years.
Wow, that's kind of early.
Yeah, well, it was and it wasn't, because obviously the nasal strips were popular in the noughties, like with Robbie Fowler and stuff wearing them, and then they kind of disappeared a bit. We had mouth taping. I don't know how long that's. I heard it for the first time on Andrew Huberman's podcast. He was saying, I think one of the early. I've been listening to him since the very first podcast when he started off doing like circadian rhythm and morning sunlight videos. Or podcasts. And he mentioned mouth taping to ensure nasal breathing during sleep. So I tried it out, and I was a big snorer at the time, so it fixed my snoring, number one, and then I also had asthma, so I never needed my inhaler anymore, or needed my inhaler for probably like once every 3 months. Which was nuts. Like before that, it was like every day, every second day.
That's crazy.
So like the better filtered air through your nose, the hairs on the inside of your nose filter the air going into your lungs, and that just solved my asthma, because like obviously it's just so good for overall health, like because the air going into your lungs is being sent to every cell in the body. Like every cell in the body needs oxygen, so the nasal breathing I think it's going to be one of the main routes into overall health, or like main tips people give for overall health, especially like growing up as a kid. Tape your mouth shut going to bed, make sure that your nasal breathing, make sure that your nose is clear enough to be able to nasal breathe all the time. Like you'll find that if you mouth tape enough times and like force the air through your nose enough times, it'll kind of clear itself up, and like little physical changes will happen in the airways, and then like during day-to-day life you can nasal breathe all the time. Like I kind of can sit here now and just breathe in and out through the nose. Like it just keeps it in a way more relaxed state, like compared to mouth breathing. When you're mouth breathing, you're kind of just in an anxious like paro. Well, not that extreme, but like
So you essentially had a problem, asthma and snoring, and you tried something that worked, that fixed it, and then you decided to make a business out of it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of noticed like snoring's obviously the big one for us, like because like we're the sleep combo is our main product with the mouth tape and the nasal strips, so that's kind of like directly at snoring. But there's also like not enough people that do like yoga, breath work.
Wim Hof.
Yeah, but like has he talked about nasal strips before? That kind of space, like like ice baths people, breath work, yoga, they all benefit from nasal breathing as well. Like yoga, I don't know, have you done yoga before?
Yeah.
They kind of tell you to breathe in and out through the nose the whole time, which gets hard when the class goes on. But the nasal strips are perfect for yoga, perfect for breath work. Do you do Wim Hof breathing yourself?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, I do it every morning as well. I pop the magnetic strips and do that, and it's like, you know, when you're doing the inhale, like it's so much more intense with the nasal strip on. Like so much of volume going in. It's like like proper intense, and then you hold your breath. It's intense anyway, like without a nasal strip, but with the nasal strip, it's like
it's like drugs.
It's proper, like addicted to it every morning. Like waking up and like I used to wake up getting the cold shower every morning, but now I wake up, do the breath work straight away. It's fucking deadly. Unreal.
So I want to rewind for a minute, because I believe you started Naze. You launched your business, your brand back in February. And now you're sitting at about 7,200 followers on Instagram. What kind of journey or strategies did you implement to have growth that fast?
Just fucking go. Every angle, every post, every reel, fucking post, everything. Same with TikTok. Like I think we're on about 4.9k on TikTok. But we had there's myself, Owen, and Adam. As the owners of the business, we've been we talk about content, or we talk about social media every single day, like stories, everything in the group chat. Like someone, we just talk in the group chat all day. Like we're all addicted to Naze. Like, so like if our main topic of conversation is social media, we're just always on it, always thinking of things to post, always.
So you're generating ideas constantly.
Yeah, it's just a free flow of
unreal. And if two other places
script of three freaks talking about days.
I love it.
But so we're all like, you wouldn't get that. Like you can't force that. I don't think. Like the three of us are just so passionate about it that it's just comes naturally. But in terms of the Instagram, we had a social media manager, Emily. I was doing it by myself at the start.
Yeah.
And then that Ashton Hall trend that I was talking about, the morning routine, like 4 a.m. wake up, the nasal strip coming off, and then he puts his face in ice and goes for a 5k or something like that.
Yeah.
So that trend happened like a month after I launched, with the sleep combo, with the mouth tape and nasal strips together, and I was doing it by myself at that stage, and I just hired Emily, social media manager, to come in then, because I was doing it all by myself. It was too much, so she helped a lot in the growth at the early stages as well. And then another thing is in-person events. We've gone to every event possible since about March, April. We've just go every event. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll give out samples. We'll come with our stand. We'll film a bit of content. Every single business that's texted us, we've said yeah. Bar a few that we had a clash in events, we've had to say no. But we've just been like yes. Email events, we want to be there. Naze want to be there, because everyone can benefit from. There's no kind of group of people that isn't gonna want to benefit from nasal breathing. Like everyone breathes, everyone sleeps, so why would you not want to benefit from well, there's obviously a lot of people that don't care, like most people will want to improve sleep, I'd imagine, or improve their breathing.
Yeah, such a wide appeal. I love that. So it's not luck, like it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of luck as well, though. Like the algorithm, the reels going viral and TikTok's going viral is so down to luck as well. Like sometimes you post a video and I'm sure you know yourself on a personal page, you wreck your head. You post a video and you put like 5 hours into a video, you post it and it's on like 900 views after like 2 hours.
Painful.
It's the worst, and you're there addicted to your phone, like refreshing it all. So it is hard work in that sense. Like you need to kind of block that out and just keep posting. Like it's so hard to post again after stuff like that happens, when you post it, when you put so much effort into it and it just goes dead. Like, so hard work in that sense, and just kind of being a bit strong-minded, I suppose, and just keep posting, keep chipping away on Capital, keep editing, keep recording, just keep putting fuel into the fire, and one of them will come out, right?
It's a very vulnerable position to be in when you put your heart and soul into a video and you share it online. And as you said, it might take 5 hours editing alone on CapCut, and then it gets
3 hours recording, 5 hours on it.
It just, you spend the whole day doing it,
Yeah.
and you just get rejected online in front of all the
it's
people you know.
Terrible. I think the social media apps as well, like in general, are like that. Like with stories, even like sometimes I like post. Well, I used to be worse for it, but sometimes I post a story and then like refresh my page to see like to see if I got any unfollowers. Like
That's
because I'm like like just little things like that. Like because I'm obviously afraid to post a story, so like I don't want me coming up in their feed again, so that they're like, why the fuck do I follow this bloke? Like, so I'm kind of hesitant to post anyway, stories or posts, and then I'd be like kind of refreshing my homepage for the next like hour or two, checking how many people unfollow. Like, what did I say in that post, or what did I say in that story that has kind of made people click unfollow? But just so many little things like that. It's just, or you're checking story viewers as well. I'm so bad for that as well. Just refreshing like there's so many things to refresh on the apps now. It's just like constant, ding ding, like just always something new to have on your screen. It's terrible. So like that in itself, is such a, like to get past that, it's such a work, like for me anyway. It's just so hard to just keep going, like tunnel vision, like block all that out. Like
just got to put the blinkers on.
Yeah.
You mentioned about virality, and then just there now we were talking about vulnerability. The first time I actually came across you online was a reel you posted about back when you were, I think, 12 years old. And yeah, would you mind telling that story?
Through school.
Through school,
yeah.
At school.
So yeah, the story was about me being kind of anxious in school. So I was very anxious in like reading out loud when the teacher kind of picks everyone to read out loud.
So was I.
Yeah, worst. I'm sure loads of people were. I'm not special or anything, but I used to just kind of skip. I like knew what classes you'd be asked to read in, or like which ones were most likely to be asked to read, because like half the teachers didn't ask anyone to read; they just kind of read themselves, or there was no book to read.
Did the fight at school kind of bring on this anxiety with reading?
Yeah, I think it was all just one thing of just not being, I don't know, I was going to say being too soft, but everyone's soft in school. But just, kind of just being afraid of anything performance related. Anytime there's any sort of spotlight on me, getting terrified and just completely like switching off and panicking. So yeah, the fight in school was in second year, and everyone, like the whole school, walked around to the corner, around the corner to watch it, like, and I just kind of stood there, did nothing, like, and then
froze.
Yeah, froze. Yeah, and then one of my mates at the time was kind of hopped in for me.
Yeah,
thankfully. But yeah, that kind of
triggered.
Yeah, that kind of led on then, like just not facing the fear of performance through the public speaking or through the reading, and the fight like was continued for years. Like I didn't face it for until like 2 years ago. Whenever about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I started kind of being like, right, this is it. I need to hop on now and start facing it. So I kind of, well, like through not facing it, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse through like college and through the rest of school. I ended up kind of just kept avoiding school and college, like, and then But then about 3 or 4 years ago, I just started facing it incrementally. Did the drama classes, started boxing, which was a huge help. I'd done I was doing jiu-jitsu as well for like 3 months, but then the kind of boxing opportunity came up because it was like the influencer boxing the UCC.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll box instead and get on that. There's more like spotlight there, and it'll help the personal brand. So I started boxing instead then, and yeah, this is just the best thing ever. That kind of combat, like, because you're like face to face with someone, like with someone trying to kill you. So it's like,
Yeah.
and you're trying to kill them. So it's just like perfect. Like you just
Nowhere to hide.
Sorry.
Nowhere to hide.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's just so good. Like that. There's no, because that's so intense and because that's so scary or whatever. Like going back to any anxiety or any problems in everyday life, they're just they're just not the same. Like you'll never get up to that level. So it kind of lessens the problems in everyday life then.
Interesting. Yeah, I used to do a bit of boxing myself back in the day. There's nothing like it.
It's deadly. What age were you?
I think 12, 13,
Oh yeah,
14 as well.
And were you like sparring and everything?
Yeah.
Deadly. Yeah. And do you think that helped you? Or you probably don't know, because you probably don't know what you would have been like.
Yeah, it's hard to know. It's hard to put a finger on it. But a big part of your story that really kind of grabbed me was turning pain into power. So you started off with that event at school, and it kind of led to years of kind of that performance anxiety that you mentioned. But now you're doing Ironmans. Now you've completely turned the switch.
Yeah. The Ironman was I always say to people, I don't even remember what it was like on the day. Like it feels like just a blur. But yeah, that was really good to train for. I guess kind of the training that it's better than the actual day, like, because it's just like discipline and putting in long 4 or 5 hour workouts. But yeah, that was really fun. I don't know if I'd do another one, but they're deadly just for a little challenge. Like I feel like with sporting challenges, it's so good to have something on the horizon, something to train for, like whether it's 2 or 3 months down the line, just that you have that little thing, like the finish line event to train for, like half marathon. I love just that feeling when you have like whatever, like 8-10 weeks to go, and you're like in your little thing, you're like, all right, so I need to do this week, then next week I need to go a little bit further, I need to be eating right, I need to be sleeping right, have all my training on point, and you just kind of have that little nice little 8-week period in your calendar. And I just love that, having something like that. Like,
so if there's say someone listening that might be struggling with anxiety, for example, that has great ideas, that has big dreams, like launching their own business, like doing an Ironman, what do you think is kind of the first step that needs to be taken?
Getting out of the comfort zone, and taking risks. Like I said, like the thing you don't want to do it's usually the thing you should do. And it's usually just your safe voice or your safe mind telling you not to step out there because it's dangerous. But you need to do it. You need to get out and take risks, otherwise you're just going to stay where you are. But in terms of the anxiety that I've experienced, I'd say combat sports are the best cure for that. Just directly, like even with the like you're performing in the ring, like you're performing on the mats. So I think any sort of performance, like that's the ultimate performance when you're fighting, like it's man on man. Like there's no bigger stage than that. There's no bigger performance than that. Yeah, so like I think just for any performance anxiety, I think that's the best. And then there's also like the kind of getting up on stage, any sort of stage music, drama, as I done, stuff like that. Really good as well. Like just because you're facing people, like people are looking at you. I probably go like I went in the order of the fighting, and then that like
Started fighting.
I don't know if I would have done stood up on the stage and like had all these people looking at me if I didn't if I hadn't been doing the fighting for like a year or two before that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, just get out there, do the thing, and just take that step, and just don't care about looking nervous, don't care about looking awkward, don't care about looking like you don't know what you're doing, don't care if your face goes red, don't care if you start sweating, don't care if you're failing, don't care if you're bad at something. Just all those things are just kind of keeping you in your safe space. Like you're going to be so bad at something at the start, or you're going to be so awkward talking to the first girl you talk to, and your face is going to go red the first time you put yourself in the public. Like it's just going to happen. Like there's no way of having the third or fourth success without having the first failure.
So failure as growth.
Yeah, it's the only way.
It's the only way. Love it, man. Love it. If we go back now and make a kind of, not a U-turn, but if we veer off to the right, back to Naze, and just setting up a business, a health brand like this in Ireland. Like Ireland isn't Silicon Valley. Do you feel like there's a ceiling with the impact you can make here? Or what are you thinking on those lines?
Yeah, there is a ceiling, of course, of the population. What is it, 5.5 million? But I still think we're nowhere near that ceiling. Like in terms of value we can bring to people's lives, or people improving their daily schedule, their daily sleep, their nighttime routine, everything. Like it feels like everyone can benefit from improving their sleep. Like the difference in your everyday life when you're sleeping right, or when you're actually like fully resting for the 8 hours instead of kind of being in and out of sleep, or like heart rate higher during your 8 hours of sleep are supposed to be rest, recovery for the mind and the body. So we need to get the heart rate down. We need to be nasal breathing. We need to kind of fully relax and switch off and just slow everything down during those 8 hours, and have it quiet as well. No snoring or no mouth breathing, no noises through your mouth. So no, like the ceiling is low in terms of Ireland, but we're still nowhere near that ceiling. Like everyone needs to try this at least, or everyone needs to kind of experience what it's like to switch over from mouth breathing to nasal breathing at night. Like I think it's like 50% of the population breathe through their mouth. But from the people I've spoken to, I feel like it's way more than that. Like even at the markets we go to in Dublin, in the parks, you just kind of get the vibe that everyone, or not everyone, but like about 80, if I was to guess, it's like 80-20 people who breathe through their mouth to the nose. And then like obviously most of snoring is because we're breathing through our mouths rather than our nose at night as well. So like that alone, that'll help you, but also help your partner sleeping beside you to stop snoring. But yeah, no, we're still so long to go in Ireland.
I think you mentioned, say for example, I have a friend who snores, but also has ADHD, and he goes to the doctor, and instead of trying to get to the root cause to try and like relieve symptoms, like he can't concentrate in class, or he can't concentrate at work, for example. Instead of the doctor trying to get to the root cause of what he's going through, they just prescribe him medication.
Yeah, that's the age-old question with like treating the symptoms versus treating preventing the symptoms, like prevention medicine or treatment medicine. And I feel like, well, obviously sleep is the kind of bedrock of your health, of all these conditions. Like we've had people come up saying it stopped their epilepsy, asthma, so many conditions that like you wouldn't tie the two things together really. But like just so many things in the body can be improved from sleeping right. But then it's nuts that it's how important sleep is. Like it's the further we go in, like I knew it was important at the start, and I knew from my own personal experience what effect it had, but it's just nuts like hearing people's different opinions on how it improved their daily life, improved their conditions, improved their overall health, like waking up every morning with more energy, or waking up and just feeling like you've been resting for the last 8 hours is huge. Like I used to think it's all about just what time you sleep for. Like I'd sleep for like 9 hours on a weekend and be like, whoa, slept for 9 hours, feel deadly. But like even if you sleep for like 7 or 8 hours, but you're getting good quality, like slow, proper switching off sleep, it's unbelievable. Like just can't recommend it enough.
I see you're not wearing a Whoop.
Yeah, no, I actually have an Apple Watch.
Okay.
But it just won't switch on. I don't know what's going on. It's I tried charging it. I kind of gave up. I had it when was last Tuesday, like last October. And since then it's just black screen. Like I've tried the factory reset and it hasn't switched on. But yeah, no, I want to get back to wearing one just for the sleep. The sleep. Well, yeah, look as well, and just to look like you're a fitness guru or something.
Were you inspired by Matthew Walker at all?
Yeah, I read his book. Yeah, Why We Sleep. He was on his. Have you read the book?
No.
It's amazing. It's kind of a bit hippie-ish as well, which is good. Like he talks about dreams and like why we're dreaming. He talks about like sciencey stuff at the start of the book, and then in dreams is like the last chapter, but it's deadly. Like he's just like, because no one knows why we dream. Like no one knows what the reason is for. Like why does our mind go on like a big trip every night? Like it's nuts when you think about it. Just taking like a mushroom every night, doing on like a weird trip, and like thinking about your life or thinking about certain people in your life. They just pop up in dreams. Like it's really interesting. But yeah, he kind of just talks about how important sleep is again for everyday life. And yeah, it's a really good book. He actually done podcasts on Andrew Huberman as well. Yeah. That's kind of where I first heard of him. Huberman was shouting out his book at the early stages, and then he actually brought him on for like a 6-part series onto Huberman, where they just done an episode and dive deep into each part of sleep. It was really interesting.
So if I'm someone who can't sleep and struggle to fall asleep, I'm using your nasal strips, for example, but I just can't turn off my brain at night. Is there something I can do to help me?
Yeah, loads. So, well, with the nasal strip, I'd put it on about an hour before bed. I kind of put the nasal strip on an hour before, and then just as I'm about to fall asleep, put the mouth tape on. Because obviously you need to sip on water or whatever. But there's loads of ways to like switch off. There's like meditation, or there's like breathing techniques. I don't know if you know it, but you can do like exhale breathing. Do you know about that? Like lowering the heart rate, kind of taking us out of the anxious state if our exhales are more emphasized than the inhales. So I sometimes sit on, I don't do it in bed because I just don't know why. Like I'm just lying there. I prefer doing it like sitting down on a couch or something. So sometimes I like get out onto the couch, do like 20 rounds of proper exhale breathing, like proper get all the air out of your stomach, proper slow it down. Just do like 20 rounds of that, and you'll feel relaxed after that. But yeah, I could talk about this for the whole podcast as well. So you can, you can. So light, is the main stimulus, telling our brain whether it's daytime or nighttime. Like setting the 24-hour.
What type of
circuit? Any type of light, blue light. In
sunlight.
Yeah. So sunlight, I think it's orangey red in the morning. Kind of tells when the sun's rising, tells our brain it's daytime, it's morning time, wake up. So that kind of suppresses melatonin and starts the cortisol and adrenaline kind of thing wake up. So that if you view sunlight first thing in the morning, it will also kind of start a clock making you feel sleepy 16 hours later. So 16 hours out of the 24 awake, and then 8 asleep is kind of what our body's 24-hour clock is. So viewing morning sunlight about an hour or half an hour after you wake up is good for sleeping at night, which a lot of people don't know. And then obviously keeping the same sleep and wake up times every day is important as well, because that's just the way your body works in that 24-hour system. And then also light in the evening time is bad for sleeping. So screens or those overhead lights indoors, they're bad, particularly bad because they're like high up in the environment, like shining down on our face. So walking around the house with overhead lights on about an hour or two before bed,
So
we'll kind of keep dim or turn off the overhead light if you have a lamp or a candle low down in the environment, because then it's like the sun setting, or our brain also thinks it's like a campfire, so we sit around a campfire. That'll be like low down in the environment when we were lighting campfires. So all these kind of tricks with light, you can kind of manipulate them to kind of improve your sleep, improve your circadian rhythm. And then another thing before bed, if you stop eating, hold on, I need to get this right. Stop eating 3 hours before, stop drinking 2 hours before, and then get off the phone 1 hour before. Is that it? Have you
just do one?
Yeah. Or am I mixing
No,
up?
you're right. Yeah.
Am I mixing up the phone and the water? No, I think that eating 3 hours before, drinking water 2 hours before.
Stop drinking water.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll be going toilet close to bedtime, or even waking up and going toilet. And then getting off the phone 1 hour before, or getting off any screens 1 hour before. I think that's it. That's a bit more like bro science stuff, but it's about right, I'd imagine.
And what about supplements? Because there's 101 million different things you can be taking for sleep.
For myself, I love magnesium biglycinate. That's just been the most noticeable effect for me. I notice it waking up in the morning when I take it and when I don't take it, just that I'm more, it's actually harder to wake up in the morning when I have taken it, which is a good thing maybe for sleep, like just that I've conked out taking magnesium biglycinate, but I definitely notice a difference taking magnesium biglycinate, whereas other sleep supplements, I taken them kind of just knowing they're good for me, without kind of knowing or without noticing the difference. Like there's loads out there. Tried every supplement in the book, good and bad.
Me too, man. Me
Oh,
too.
jeez.
The slippery slope.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to get into that yet.
All right, so fast forward 3 years. Where is Naze, and what's the bigger kind of vision or mission that you're chasing?
We want to be the name brand of nasal breathing worldwide. Just for sleeping. Like I think the potential for nasal breathing during sleep is huge, huge, huge. Like it's a cheap habit to do and to like keep it up, and just the difference it makes is humongous. But for Naze, yeah, we're taking it day by day, week by week, but we're not going to stop. Like we're just going to keep going and going and going until it's everywhere. Like, and the lads will tell you that as well. Like we're just not going anywhere. We're just going to be all over the place. In every shop. I just want everyone to be using Naze and to be using the blue colour and to be helping them relax and go to sleep, and like it's just it just has so much potential that it's exciting, like, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself at the same time.
Baby steps, man.
Yeah.
Baby steps. So where can people find you online?
We're on Instagram, Naze Ireland, and TikTok. I think it's Naze Ireland. We're Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts are the three platforms. I think it's called Naze Ireland on all three. Yeah, TikTok might be different, but I'm pretty sure it might have like an underscore or something on TikTok. But
And your website?
nazestore.com. You can find, we actually have 8 products up now, 8 listings in total. So that went up last night. Owen got the last 2 up last night, so we were buzzing with that, and looks fantastic. But yeah, we're just gonna keep expanding, keep bringing out better and better products. It's just never gonna stop.
Love it, love it. Well, best luck, man, and thanks for coming on today.
Cheers, Keelan. Yeah, no, delighted to come here, and it's only like 10 minutes from my house, but yeah, no, I'm really happy with the opportunity you gave me, and good to get my first podcast done, and I'll never forget this moment.
A pleasure, man, a pleasure.